What's up, people? It's not an illusion. It's Leee John.
Bow, bam, in your face.
I can't believe this. This is like, I used to be watching Top of the Pops, and you are, yeah. So, welcome, Leee John.
Welcome.
And originally from Imagination, and now with the British Collective. And he's going to tell you about what he's doing. But I need to ask you a question.
Tell me.
Why have you got 3 E's?
Why not?
In your name?
Why not?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Right,
exactly.
Okay,
Why have you got Shaq D?
All right.
Hey, man.
He went there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know, psychedelic Shaq. That's what it's at. Psychedelic Shaq. That's what it's at. Shaq D's in the house right now with Lee right now here, giving it to you full time. Shaq D with triple E. Lee.
Look. I'm the mad one, all right? Not you. Yeah? I've
been mad all my life. I tell you. 35 years I've been crazy.
35.
35 years.
I'm not going to ask you how old you are.
No, I'm talking about imagination years.
Okay, so you weren't crazy before?
Nah.
You just hold it down?
I hold it down when I'm at home, but when I'm outside there, bam, we're doing it.
Yeah, because, okay, get straight into it.
Okay.
Because from back in the day,
yeah,
you were always, I don't even want to use this word, but I'm going to use it because I call myself it, different.
I think that's important. I think as an artist, when we first started out, especially with Imagination, it's always competitive when you put yourself in a profession, especially as a black person in this industry. You have to stand out. And I learned from the best. I learned from the artists from Motown, from Stax, from, you know, way beyond, you know, the time of the 60s and 70s and stuff. And we had to raise the bar. And a lot of the acts when Imagination first came out, you know, they'd be normal. They'd just be very, very normal. Yeah. The kind of people I liked were like Funkadelic and George Clinton and then Sly and the Family Stone. Yeah. They were out there and they were experimenting musically, vocally, and visually. Yeah. And I thought that was an interesting way to, you know, and they were using jazz, they were using funk, they were using popular music and blending it into one. And that was the kind of thing where we thought with Imagination, if we could do something like that, so, you know, obviously there was Earth, Wind & Fire and stuff like that, but we wanted to be, because the music like Body Talk, which was our first hit single, was smooth and cool, we thought, you know, let's have something that could visually transform into something that you take it on stage. Yes. And when we play live, because we were all live musicians, we were learning our trade, we were out there way before we did Top of the Pops. We were out, you know, on the road, playing the bingo halls, playing the pubs, playing the working man stuff. No, I was learning my craft, and I think you don't get enough of that nowadays, which to me is so important. You know, I'd listen to music, listen to all the harmonies, listen to who played bass on something, who played guitar on something, who did background vocals on tracks. You know, that to me was the fundamental of my upbringing, of learning, you know. And I'm enjoying it even more now because I've got more freedom. So
okay. So musically, instrument-wise, do you play instruments?
A bit of keyboards, a lot of programming. I'm very good with the bass, getting the bass going. I used to play violin years ago.
So don't knock it.
But I do think that the voice isn't, I know it. The voice is an instrument. Yeah. And I think of my voice like brass. I think of it as brass, like strings. So like the harmonies that you hear, that kind of thing, that's like a brass riff. Okay. You know, so that's where we get it from. And you know, that's a string.
I'm learning here. I'm learning.
Those are the kind of things. Well, you know, we all are learning. You never stop learning. And that's the fun of it. I think the moment, you know, you become complacent, that means you're not learning anymore. And for me, I'm still learning. You know, being with the British Collective, I'm learning because we're like yesterday, today, and tomorrow. That's how I call the British Collective. We've got a combination.
Who's yesterday?
Well, I don't want to say. I'm not saying
it. I'll cause you trouble again. Let's get away from that.
I mean within the musical content.
Yeah. But so who represents yesterday? No.
Not in the musical content, not as a person. You're getting bad there, Shaq D, mate.
I told you I'm mad.
Hey, I'm telling you.
So what are you doing? Sorry. So what are you doing on a solo thing right now? Because it's one of the hardest ones to get hold of.
I know. I mean, I've been doing jazz as well. I had a jazz quartet, so I was doing that. I'm also producing a film, which is called Flashback, History of UK Black Music. I've been working on it for the last 4 or 5 years. We're nearly finished. So half of my life and half of my time is divided between editing the film, producing it. I've got my co-producers in France, so I'm back and forth all the time.
Does that incorporate lots of British acts that you
Yeah,
got interviewing and stuff? Yeah.
we've interviewed over 200 different artists. We've got over 400 hours. And it starts from like the turn of the century up until, say, kind of now. You know, we're still getting a few. I've got a few contemporary artists that we're going to get for it in this period now.
Okay.
But we have all the artists from the 80s that you could ever want, you know, 70s, 60s. And to be honest with you, some people that we've interviewed have now passed because it's been such a long time getting it together. But it's the first documentary of its time that really puts everybody on the map, and it's a nod to everybody. It's very quick, it's very fast, but it's educating people to show what everyone contributed, you know? I mean, even one of the main people who passed away this weekend, and people don't even realize, one of the first black male singers, performers in the UK was Emile Ford.
Okay.
And he came from St. Lucia, my island, St. Lucia. Representing St. Lucia. And he was the first black artist to have a #1 for 6 weeks, from 1959 to 1960.
I didn't know that.
There you
I'm
go.
not gonna sit and go,
and he had a track called "Why Do You Want to Make Those Eyes at Me For If You Don't Mean What They Say." That was the track that he did. And you know, that was there were many other people who are before him and after him, but he was one of the first male to do that. So that's a very historical landmark as far as black British music is concerned. So these are the kind of things that I've had to go into investigating and finding out about.
So when you're hoping for the film to be released?
It's got to be done. I mean, I'm being pressured all the time, and you know, I keep finding new things, so I have to finish it this year, definitely. We're nearly there. We've kind of done the 80s. We have the ending. We know the ending. Yeah. So the ending is easy. Okay. You know, normally the ending is the problem. We've got the ending. So that's one thing. And this year I'm celebrating 35 years of imagination.
So is there a big dance?
Well, there's going to be something happening, but in France we're doing the La Cigale, which is a huge venue, and that's in October. Okay. And to follow that, there's an imagination album, which has got some contributors from a duet with myself and Mike Linda from Level 42. Yeah. I've got Louis from Incognito, he's playing some guitar. Steve from Lucian's co-wrote some tracks and stuff. So it's quite organic, and there's a lot of real instrumentation on it. I'm very much into like adding real bass, real guitar, like the old school way where you have the inflections of the real musician playing. I like that. I've got a friend of mine, Mike Timothy. He played with Terence Trent D'Arby. He's put down some wicked. Actually, the track I was playing you before, Secrets. He's playing some really. He just vibes. He just plays his vibe on it, and that's what I like.
Okay. So, have you got anything planned for the UK?
Yeah. We're looking at something for the ending of the year. Okay. We're just in discussions, but because I'm bouncing from the British Collective, bouncing into Leee John, bouncing into the film. I've also done
a lot of bouncing.
A lot of bouncing.
Shaq with basketball.
I know. You know. I've also done some stuff for a singer called Nomfusi, and she's big in South Africa. She played She played Miriam Makeba in the Mandela film. An amazing singer. So I wrote some stuff and did a duet with her.
You're busy, man.
Yeah, so
you can't say that you're not busy. You're just
it is very, very busy. And the thing is, I just came back from Sweden, where I'm proud to say I got an award, which I'm really happy about.
What was that? I saw you dressed in some attire.
Yeah.
Some attire. You got to look at it on Facebook. The attire.
It was out of this world. It was completely whack because I didn't expect to. You know, I don't really look to that kind of thing. But I do a lot of. I'm a patron for SOS Children around the world. Okay. So I've been to Africa and quite a few places, and that's my off time, which I do.
What's SOS Children?
It's a children's villages charity organization which is worldwide, and in each territory there's like orphan kids. Like I've gone to Angola, I've been to Cote d'Ivoire, I've been to South Africa, I've been to Zambia with my whole band. We went there. And we raise money for different kids all around the world. But we bring a lot of awareness, and also you see the different conditions, how life is out there. The AIDS pandemic in Africa is nowhere by any chance, finished. It's still ongoing. There's a lot of stuff out there that when you leave England and you go out there and you see what's going on in other areas, you're kind of grateful for what you have here. So I think. That's one of the reasons I think I got the award, and also for the musical contribution.
Okay. So tell me about
I've said
Grenada.
It all, haven't I? Grenada. Oh God.
Have you been before?
No, it was really, really cool.
Before I go into Grenada, I've been told to call you Larry. I don't know why. Omar set this up. Omar said, call him Larry.
He's Barry.
He's laughed.
And he's
and then he
Barry.
said Barry, and then he said something about Lee. So I don't know. Did somebody call you Larry instead of Lee?
He called me. He started it. Basically, we were rehearsing one time, and then for some reason he started calling me Larry. So I just went recorded. Oh yeah, Barry. And then we've become these names now. So like even I spoke to him a minute ago, and I said, "Hey Barry," you know, and it's Larry. So everyone's calling everyone different names. Okay. So now Junior's known as Norman. Which is the real name.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's not a secret, is it? Wikipedia.
Norman, is that you? Okay. So it's Larry and Barry. So I'm Larry and
Barry.
And I prefer Barry than Omar, to be honest.
So everybody, welcome on stage. Barry singing "There's Nothing Like
This." Yeah, Barry's doing nothing like this, and there's Larry singing Body Talk.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So how did you enjoy Grenada?
It was amazing. It really was good. We worked with some really talented young musicians, and the rehearsals were a bit intense because it was really hot. Yeah. Hot. The food was great. The villa we stayed in was superb. I mean, the staff and everybody that was cooking for us. Oh my God, I'm trying to get the pounds off now because I tell you, I yam up. Okay. And it was good. It was really good. And the audience was very good there. Joss Stone was out there. She was on stage at the same time we were. Yeah. And Estelle. So it was a new festival, and I think we kind of brought a bit of our UK spirit, our UK soul and funk to the festivities out there, and a bit of our own homegrown reggae. Yeah. And it was good. It was the first time we've actually done something like this. Yeah. So it was a different experience, but overall I enjoyed it. I had a good time.
So you said earlier on your background, St. Lucia. Mm-hmm. Have you ever done the St. Lucian Jazz Festival?
I'm still bloody waiting for them to invite me. Yeah, mate.
Omar's going there.
I know, he's going, and I'm still waiting.
He's from St. Lucia.
I know.
If you listen,
and my mother is a secretary, the Grand Secretary of the St. Lucian Association since 1968.
Right, so if you're connected, right, and you're watching this, make it happen, all right?
Make it happen.
And when it happens, don't forget me.
Now, you'll be there, mate. You will be there. You can present, you can DJ, anything happening. Yeah. It's Psychedelic Shaq. That's where it's at.
That's my new name, Psychedelic Shaq.
That's it, Psychedelic Shaq, man.
We like that.
Psychedelic Shaq. That's where
it's
at.
You guys have to record that. Psychedelic Shaq. That's where it's at. Hey. Did you see what Donnie done? He made a track.
That was really good.
That was like.
I thought that was really. It was a great contribution to everybody. I thought that's a really.
Yeah, and it's just I
got to put some voices on that. You know, I got to put some.
Don.
Put some of my blood on that. You know.
Don't spill any.
He's doing a mix for me right now of the Secrets track as well.
This track that you know what? We keep talking about it. Yeah. I've got it in the car. So what we're gonna do? It's just going to stop here because I'm not really good with the old multitasking, as I was saying to you earlier on.
Okay.
Go to here. The track that Lee just gave me. It's an exclusive. I'm going to go back to the start. Yeah. Right. Here it is.
Pop it up.
I've heard this before.
Secrets.
Tell them about it.
I'll tell you, this track I wrote. What's his face again? What's the bloody guy name? I don't know. What's his name? An American artist. Rob. His real name's Rob. And
He'll come back to you in a minute.
He'll come back to me in a minute. You know how you know who the artist. Anyway, I got inspired by watching these programs, and it was all about everybody was a different character, and they were all hiding a secret. And what's his name again? The rapper, not rapper, singer. He was a writer. I Can Believe I Can Fly.
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly, yeah.
Right. Locked in the closet.
Yes.
Trapped in the closet.
Trapped in the closet. Yeah, and I was watching that and laughing my head off. And I was away in Spain, and I had this idea. And I started writing this lyric because I thought, sharing secret lives, secret lovers, different, people escaping and going into a hotel and they're not supposed to be there and all that kind of stuff. So this is what the track is all about. Right. This is the extended mix.
So when does the singing start?
It's coming up. It's coming up.
Like,
yes, coming up. So
shall I pump it up now?
Yeah.
You're gonna ad lib until the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secrets.
Lee John, Secrets.
I'm sharing secret lies. Oh, secret lovers. Forgetting guilty pleasure. No
Exclusive.
Get into Shaq's taxi. It's real cool. In a direction, wanna return. Get out, start hotel. Pay the cab bill. Everything is so discreet. Everything is so discreet, y'all.
Only a 4-star hotel.
Well, as for the bar, 2 champagne cocktails later, wondering where you are. Just when I thought I'd leave, see you stroll on in. I see you catch my eye. Still learning the lyrics. I'm sharing secret life. Pump it up, pump it up, pump it up now. Secret lover, committing guilty pleasure.
I'm gonna turn this one down a little bit.
No.
That's naughty.
Yeah, I know.
That is naughty.
Exactly.
We don't condone. Anyway, I'm not saying that.
Well, you know, that was the thing about it. It was like I was playing some of the tracks from the new album, and everybody kept coming to this track. And I thought, normally I say, yeah, that's a single. And so I basically, it was like everybody else picked this track. They were saying this is the vibe because it had a kind of old and new feel to it. So but on the new album there, as I said, we've got a few co-duets and stuff, but there's different kinds of music on it as well. I've done I've done a version of Police and Thieves with Dennis Bovell.
Really?
Yeah, and it's wicked. It's very heavy.
When's this album out, please?
It's going to be out in October. So there's a lot to wait.
I can't wait to hear that.
It's very heavy.
You have a reggae influence as well.
In your
music, yeah.
I used to play at the George Canning pub in Brixton, one of my favourite places, with the Sun Valley Serenaders. We used to play steel band. We used to play reggae. We used to play rockers. We used to play all that kind of stuff. It was a great learning curve, and because we're from the Caribbean and St. Lucian, you like to wind up your waist, and then you like the dub style. And then, I came from a club scene, that's where Imagination came from, the whole club scene. We were part of Crackers, we were part of Bird's Nest, we were part of this whole, like reggae and soul situation, the sound systems and stuff, My cousins were doing sound systems, in North London. And so we were part of this whole posse. It was way before the mobiles where you phone up someone and you say, there's a party going on and there's a posse of 6 cars going to a party. We'd always get there on time, even though we didn't have a mobile, we'd always get there.
And when you get close to it and you can't find it, you just listen for the bass.
Exactly. That was the scene. I mean, house parties were fun then, really, really, truly. And it's funny when you talk about reggae, one of the Imagination tracks that always gets played at reggae functions at the end or close end was Thank You My Love. I don't even remember that one.
I can't remember.
Thank you my love.
I'm going home to listen to it.
Remember the days we first laid eyes on each other. You came my way. I walked you home and kissed you. Thank you my love, thank you my love.
That sounds like Lovers Rock.
Yes, it has that kind of feel to it.
Okay. You're exactly as I would have thought you would have been.
It's that kind of thing.
Just mad.
Mad about the music.
Yes.
But it's like Thank You My Love always, and it was like when it was a hit, it's like everybody remembers that, even though people talk about Music and Lights and Flashback and stuff. That's the one, especially in South London. South London, they like.
Have you ever lived in South London?
I did a play there. I did some acting, and I did a play there at the was it Norbury Library? I think was it Norbury? Okay. South Norwood Library.
Norwood, yeah.
Norwood Library, and so I'd stayed with some friends there for a while. But I had partied a lot. I remember there used to be a friend of ours that used to have a place in Peckham Estate, believe it or not, and we'd go out there and we'd really party.
Peckham?
Yeah, seriously, we were down there. I used to party more in South London than North London years ago.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah, that's where all the parties are.
I know, but now you need a passport to get over there. Because the one-way system is dread.
I can issue passports for South London. So we'll have
please.
Chat.
Definitely, and vaccination and all that kind of stuff.
No. There's no. that has gone there. No. So, are there any countries that you? I just got back from Toronto with Omar. Are there any countries you haven't visited that you'd like to play in and sing in? I take you've been all over the world.
I've been all around the world. I've been all around. There's some places that I do. I love South Africa. You know, I really do. I feel like when you go to South Africa, you feel as if you're coming home.
Yeah.
What it represents, and it just has that, you know, that feeling about it. I lived in America for a while, so I know how it is out there. I lived in New York for 5 years.
You done Canada?
Yes, we went to Canada, and there's a huge, and especially in the French part, we've got a really huge fan base, and stuff like that. And one place I haven't been, but then there's a huge audience, is Japan.
Okay.
I've not been to Japan. I've been to Singapore. I've been all over the Far East. Last year, I did a special show on the Orient Express. You know, we did a little jazz thing, and that was really, really cool. And went to Jakarta, went to Vietnam, and
well travelled.
Music takes you places, you know. And I pinched myself as well, because when I was in Sweden last week, I thought, bloody hell.
Bloody hell, he was in Sweden. He went, bloody hell.
I come from bloody North London, near the Arsenal, mate. And there I am in bloody Stockholm, getting this little ribbon with a little thing on it.
Before we go any further, football?
Ish. I know about Leicester and Manchester and what have you.
But do you have a team? Are you
Arsenal.
Okay.
I don't pick up with them all the time, but I know they play. I think they're playing today.
No, they play just yesterday.
No, Saturday. But I know Tottenham's playing today.
Yeah.
So when I can, if I can get into it, but I can't. I don't keep up as much as it is. But I have a posse of me that around me that are all into it. So you know, when I can.
At least you've got a team, unlike Donny and Omar.
No, well, my mum is a big Arsenal supporter, and funnily enough, I did this thing a few years ago. I don't know if you remember, Reborn in the USA. Do you remember? No, you don't watch TV.
Me and TV have
This was 2005 or something, something like that. And after I did the TV show, the manager of Tottenham asked me to do a special show for them in south of France.
You said no.
Well, you know, the money kind of spoke to me, you know, and my mum told me I was a traitor because you're an Arsenal supporter. My mother said I was a traitor.
Mum,
told
not
me
a traitor.
I was a traitor for going to do this show for Tottenham. So there you go.
I'm gonna try and get him to sing now. Right. I don't know if he's gonna sing, but we've got a selection of songs. I don't know which one you want to pick, but I'll go through what I've got here. So British Collective, Love Me Tonight, that was playing as #1. So congratulations in a couple of charts.
Cool.
Romantic, but I want you to do an imagination. So we've got Just an Illusion. We've got Body Talk, In the Heat of the Night.
I like In the Heat.
There's
That's
another
one of my
one.
favorites.
Oh, if it's your favorite, we'll play that one. But In and Out of Love. So it's, which one are you going for then?
Play In and Out of Love. I haven't heard it for a while.
Okay. You can remember the words?
A bit of it. Turn it up. What volume?
Crank it up.
Pump up the bass, mate.
Right. Leee John.
And you know, Orphy Robinson from the jazz players in Light of the World, he's playing the vibes on this track.
Okay. So, here we go.
It's a bit early for those notes, though.
I can sing at any time of the day.
You can.
Badly.
I'll do the harmonies, I think. Here we go. Oh my God. I'm miming it. Yeah! I keep falling in and out of love. In and out of love. I keep falling in and out of love. Oh. I keep falling. I'm ahead of the game. Hey love, look what you done to me. You chained me with hostility, so I could never see. You know the nightmares I've been having about you and me, definitely gonna come through. Here we go now. Here today, gone tomorrow. So much hurt, tears and sorrow. Everybody say
here we go now.
In and out of love. I keep falling in and out of love.
In and out.
In and out of love. In and out of love. They should remix this one and do it. We do it in reggae as well.
Or jungle.
Yeah.
Can you do lyrics? Can you like no?
love it, love it, love it, love. It must carry last, it must carry last, it must carry last.
So, Mr. Leee John.
We do this actually in reggae in our show as well.
Do you?
Yeah, in our live show we do it in reggae.
I need to come to a live show.
You need to see the Imagination Leee John show, because
right.
we bust this one in reggae.
Right, so next time you're doing one over here, let me know.
You will,
and I'll come down.
Definitely. You will definitely, you know, when you come to our shows, you're part of the show, and that's the whole situation.
What, me or everybody else?
Everybody.
Oh, I thought
well, you too.
I'll get up on stage and be like, yeah.
You can do your thing.
Okay.
No,
so,
I'm into the funk.
Social media.
Yes.
Obviously, you didn't have that back in the day. I'm going to get you to give out all your details, but how do you think things have changed now that you've got all this social media and you can do your own thing?
Well, for example,
do you like it?
Yeah, I mean, the situation is like I'm now connecting much closely to all the fans, especially in all the different territories. France is one of my biggest territories,
yeah.
And France is Africa, it's the Caribbean, it's the Benelux territories, it's Switzerland, and then I'm also connecting to America and Canada. So now you don't have to rely on a record company or a PR person. You yourself can do it on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm Leee John on Instagram.
You hear that? Leee John on Instagram. 3 E's.
Amen. 3 E's. I've got 3 Facebook pages. I've got Leee John, which is Leee John.
So it's literally Lee, so L-E-E, and then on its own there's an E, and then John.
Yep. And
I'm just making sure they know, because people are a bit, they don't watch things properly, so I'm breaking it down.
There's a Leee John, which is the 3 E's.
Sorry, I'm just having a bit of road rage.
I know.
So there's Lee. Yeah, you
Lee, there's an L-triple-E John, and then there's Imagination. There's an Imagination one as well. Mm-hmm. So we have that. And then I'm on, what else the other one? Oh, Twitter. Twitter's Leee John at Leee John.
Okay.
So those social medias have become really, it's part of life now. You know, if you're not involved in that, and people want to know what you're doing. And I don't always get the time to send things while I'm doing it. I kind of send it after I've done it. Yeah. I haven't always got the time to. People like.
It's best to do it like that as well, so people don't know when you're in your house.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Believe me.
That's what I do. When I go away, I don't tell people I'm going away sometimes. No. Too damn nosy. You
don't know who's patrolling the area. Yeah. So that's one of the things. Social media, I think, it's become a way of life. But people are still going back to some of the old ways in a sense, because vinyl's back. Mm-hmm. Vinyl's back, and for the new album and some of the new stuff we're doing, it's going to come out on vinyl. And I love those crackling records. When you used to first hear In and Out of Love, you'd hear those, and it was like, oh my God, so excited. This is our second hit, So it's like, I still feel the excitement of back in the day. I still have that kind of excitement about doing a show or recording. There's sometimes where the business takes control of it.
Yeah.
And, I always speak to a lot of the younger artists today. That's one of the things that I try and mentor quite a bit, to let them know that it's show business, and to know both sides of the business is important. Because the music, it's very important. Always try and be as original and different. That's why even visually and musically, I like this track.
I'm glad we got back to that.
This track.
We're going to pump this up for a little bit, and then we're going to say goodbye. I like the fact that you went back to the beginning, which is what we're saying about being different.
It is important. It's very, very important. I think that being an original is so important. And like Donny, for example, is a great talent, great producer, great, lyricist, as well as Junior. Noel McCoy has a wonderful gift. Omar has a style, and together as a collective, we all give something, amazingly different. But it's all been UK. It's all UK based. Yeah. And it's serious stuff. It's serious things that, people are now gravitating to, because they're thinking, this is homegrown. Yeah. We have a bit of Afro-Caribbean, a bit of everything,
Okay.
Sing it, Noah.
It's Leee John. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Make sure you stay to the end. I was nearly half an hour. Wow, I didn't know. Time flies when you're having fun.
And when you're in North London, mate.
I'm scared. That's when you're driving fast. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You want to put a little bit more in the end of this? You want to sing a bit? Go on. You got 30 seconds.
Baby, now, love me tonight. We're going to make some love tonight with Love Me Tonight with the British Collective. Leee John, Adja.
See you later.